Hi, I'm Greg, and Alice is behind the camera today. Do you know what this has to do with this? Come along with us and find out as we visit El Corredor del Niño Dios in Centro Histórico, and we tell you all about the Fiesta del Día de la Candelaria. February 2nd, known in the English-speaking world as Candlemas, is celebrated throughout the Christian world with a variety of traditions, but in Mexico it's become a unique custom involving the elaborate dressing of a doll known as El Niño Dios.
This feast day is celebrated with processions of worshippers carrying glowing candles, which represent the light of Jesus being brought to the world, hence the name Candlemas and Candelaria.
Even though this religious festival is observed in Catholic Church services all around the world, El Día de la Candelaria in Mexico has its own special traditions that don't exist anywhere else. Some that date back to pre-Hispanic civilizations, including some less than savory connections to infant sacrifices. El Día de la Candelaria always falls on February 2nd, 40 days after Christmas. Supposedly, the reason for the date is because, according to early Jewish tradition, a woman was forbidden from entering the temple for 40 days after giving birth because she was unclean.
What?
Once December 25th was chosen by the church as the date for Christmas or Jesus' birth, then his presentation in the temple would have taken place 40 days later, or February 2nd.
In most Spanish-speaking and Catholic countries, the day of the Epiphany on January 6th is Reyes Magos, or Three Kings Day. It's generally considered the end of the holiday season. However, since certain traditions on Reyes Magos later tie into El Día de la Candelaria, some people consider the Fiesta de la Candelaria to be the true end of the winter holidays. But let's take you back so you can see the connection. On Three Kings Day, the traditional Rosca de Reyes has a small figurine of the baby Jesus baked into it. The person who gets the baby Jesus doll in their slice of the cake, or rosca, is charged with hosting the Candelaria party in February or with providing tamales for the party. Guess who's buying the tamales for our next party? Me!
But why are tamales and atole two corn-based food items associated with Día de la Candelaria? The simple answer is that corn was and is a staple food of the indigenous peoples of Mexico. Corn was so important to the ancient people of Mexico that when a drought devastated the crops and led to a massive famine, the priests declared that the rain god Tlaloc was displeased and required sacrifices to appease him. February 2nd was the day set aside for the ritual sacrifice of infant children to appease Tlaloc and pray for rain. Noting the date coincidence with the Día de la Candelaria, the Spaniards quickly imposed the Christian holiday over the pagan one, and the two religious rites became syncretized into something new. Fortunately, the pre-Hispanic feasts of tamales and atole were carried over as something tasty and harmless. Another important custom in Mexico, particularly in areas where Catholic traditions run strong, is for families to own a doll-sized version of baby Jesus called Niño Dios, or Christ Child. El Niño Dios is first placed in the home nativity scene on Christmas Eve, and then given gifts on Three Kings Day. On Candelaria, people dress up their Niño Dios and bring it to church with them, just as Jesus was believed to have been presented at the temple. Nowadays, Niño Dios has all kinds of cool outfits to choose from. Some of these outfits reflect the hopes and desires of the owners for the coming year, from a favorite football team to a student in the family successfully graduating from school. I overheard one family in a Niño Dios store debating which doll to purchase. The father's wish for abundance was outweighed by his family's vote for salud, or health.
Of course, you may not want to buy a fully decked out Niño Dios. Or maybe you already have a doll at home. It just needs new clothes. It's very common for people to buy new outfits for dolls that have been passed down from one generation to the next. If you are getting a new doll, this is the place to come. There are dolls made of wood, ceramic, plaster, and they're available in different skin tones too, which I really appreciate. Some parts of the Corredor specialize in repairs of older dolls. Others offer shoes, clothing, accessories, and baskets for the presentation of your doll. You don't even have to dress the doll yourself. That can be difficult since many of the dolls don't have moving parts. Someone can do that job for you. The hardest thing is deciding on an outfit.
Alice and I are not buying a Niño Dios this year, but if we were, we'd choose the Niño Dios de la Pandemia. We hope for an end to this pandemic which has taken so many loved ones. We also want to take this opportunity to wish you and those around you good health in 2022. Thanks for watching.